Hello friends, today we will discuss about demand analysis and related to factor to affect the law of demand and the exception of the law of demand. Let me start with what is demand. Demand basically 2 points is here. Uh, that is willing to buy and desires to pay and ability to pay. Desires to buy and willing to buy, same thing. If we are willing to buy on any commodities, that means not under our demand law of demand and ability to pay. If we willing to buy any commodities and we are also able to pay, that is a really demand, law of demand. Under the that condition is under the law of demand. And the quantity of law the quantity of demand is a function of price. That means the price is changing and that change affect the quantity of demand. That function can be expressed in this formula: quantity is equal to fp. F means function, fp price, quantity. And the price and demand price and demand actually negative relationship under the law of demand. Can we express this diagram? Price and quantity. If the five price and the quantity is 10 and the 10 price the quantity is 5, that's our negative relationship. And the factor influencing demand, the price. And the price is that factor. That's how we have studied in this diagram. And the price of any commodity is rising and the demand of quantity of demand is falling in this condition, and vice versa, such that affect the law of demands. And the second is income. If the any persons have income increasing way, and in such conditions that person is payable to more and more money and more amount to pay and buy any other commodities, and that affect the law of demand. Habits, taste and habits. If any other persons is habituated to buy any commodities, and that commodities have rising and falling pricing, it doesn't matter because that person is habituated to do. And next is a substitute goods. If the any other goods is rising, in this condition the every customer want to go to substitute goods and buy them. And substitute goods that can be expressed tea and coffee, and the fruits and can be expressed in the pears and apple and etc. And complementary goods just like this. If the price of one good falls and people buy more of it, they will usually buy more of the complementary goods also, whether or not its price also falls. Just like this can be divided complementary goods, that's like the pen and ink, bread and butter, etc. Advertising is that attract the people to what its purchase of any commodities, so that we become eager to buy that commodities. That's advertising that and affect the law of demand. Customs. There are many festival of their impact the law of demand. Just like this, if Holi, Diwali and the related to goods are rising in price, but every person want to buy their rising price, and that affect the law of demand.